Welcome to the new school and a new and interesting semester. My name is Rita Breidenbach, and I'm with the New School's Faculty Center for Innovation, Collaboration, and Support. We provide support primarily around teaching and learning to all new school faculty. And for those of you who are in Parsons, yes, you're part of the new school. If you ever don't know who to ask, please feel free to ask us at the Faculty Center at newschool.edu. This is our orientation introduction. If we were in person, I'd have 45 minutes and I'd talk about equity and inclusion as fundamental to good teaching, because you can't be a good teacher without ensuring an equitable and inclusive classroom and syllabus. I'd talk about how to do that. Then I'd introduce the notion of community agreements, which help to create a supportive and inclusive learning environment. Finally, I'd introduce various concepts in pedagogy, because most people teaching in higher education have actually never been taught how to teach. We tend to teach what we were taught the way we were taught it. But given what we know now about how people learn, we really need to rethink that. But I'm not going to say any of that. We've already shared or will be sharing with you information about those very things, most especially in the compellingly titled document, New School Teaching Handout. It's about 15 pages and packed with lots of useful information designed to encourage you to explore more. We'll give it to you after the live orientation, because it's the basis of the breakout sessions that are the bulk of our live program on January 21st. Also, I want to highlight the Guide to Teaching and Learning at guidetoteaching.newschool.org, which is a really excellent resource. One thing I particularly want to call your attention to is the section headed New School Resources, which includes a series of short 3 to 5 minute videos and/or brief descriptions and links to more information about student, faculty, and campus resources that I hope you'll explore. It's designed so that you can dip in and find what you need when you need it, instead of our just giving you a whole bunch of information now that you'll probably forget. And if there's something there that you can't find, please let us know. As you know, we'll be starting online for the first 2 weeks of the semester, mostly synchronously via Zoom. And synchronously means in real time during your scheduled class period, for those of you new to that word in this context. In the guide's resources section, under resources for faculty, please click on Zoom and Introduction. Also at guidetoteaching.newschool.org/Zoom to learn how to create a new school Zoom account and set up a Zoom class meeting for the first 2 weeks. That's how you'll meet your class. You should also view the video our colleague in the drama school created on communicating while masked. So you're prepared for when we begin in-person teaching, because as you know, you and your students will be wearing masks, preferably medical grade. Also, please feel free to share that video with your students. Also in the guide, please click on the section 2021-2022 and review what's there, especially under preparing for the semester, beginning of semester, and policies and guidance that are specific to this semester. I want to underscore preparing for the unexpected, because as we've all seen, every day seems to bring yet another something unexpected. Finally, I want to emphasize the importance at this time of acknowledging the challenges of the situation. Don't be afraid to tell your students that you're new to Zoom teaching and you don't know how to do some things, or you're not very good at it. Don't be afraid to share your own vulnerabilities in dealing with COVID fatigue, suffering, and loss. Recognize and honor your students' struggles and the challenges they've been through and continue to experience. To that end, I encourage you to view the video we shared with you on trauma-informed pedagogy. It's only 10 minutes long, and it describes why we're all struggling to make decisions, to focus, and to remember things because of the stress and anxiety that we've all been dealing with these last 2 years. Helping your students understand that will help them be better students. I know we are giving you a lot of information, but we're trying to do this in a way that allows you to dip in, step away, return to, and review, watch, and read again in the same way as we would encourage you to plan to do with the students in your class. I wish you all the best for a successful and gratifying semester. Welcome to the new school.